Hello and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. You join me at DS Citroen here in Edinburgh, and today I'm going to be showing you guys around the new electric Citroen Ami that's there behind me. So stay tuned for this video. So here is the Ami. They all come in this blue colour. I'm just going to let you guys take it in because it's quite a small car, quadricycle. And I want to show you a cool feature in terms of it's got an S plate. So if you order the Ami, it comes online and it's going to be registered in the Birmingham office. So most of the UK ones are going to be with a B plate. This is a Scottish plate one, so going to be pretty famous at some point in its life. We've got these little cute circular LED lights up front. The idea with the Ami is as well, the panels can be replaced, so the front is the same as the rear, but the lights are obviously red. Same with the doors, they're the same both sides. So the ones at the driver's side is hinged at the back and it opens up like a Rolls Royce. We've got little cute 14-inch steel wheels. Little orange stickers on this as part of the orange pack. You can get blue and you can get grey and other bits and bobs on it. Working around the back, again you can see the same panel that we had at the front, but this time, as I mentioned, the red lights. The profile on the roof is a little bit different. So the front's quite flat and the back's kind of angled. Now if we move around here, you can see the doors hinged at the front. So just on the left hand side here is where you're going to find your charging cable. This particular one is fitted with a Type 2 charger, and you've got your 2-pin European charger that goes into it, and underneath we've got two switches, one to lock it in place and the other one to activate it to get the power to the car. And this wire comes out about 2 meters, but for the purpose of today's video I'm just pulling it a little bit, and then you can slowly put that back in there, which is hard with one hand. So the Ami is quite small. It's only 2,410 millimeters in length. The width's just under 1,400 and the height is 1,525 mil. So go ahead and jump in, push this little button here, door pops open. Got a really cool door that's unfortunately not got any resistance in it, so it just opens and closes. But you can pretend it's like a Rolls Royce. You can jump in, we've got a little Porsche GT style little tassel here, a little bit of cargo net there to put your belongings in. Get your drive neutral in reverse. We'll just jump in, as you can see inside the car. Close this panel over. Could be believed into thinking that sounds like an original G-Wagon. Because you sit so far back, you actually feel it's quite large. So good visibility up front, and I like the fact you've got a glass panel on the roof, just so it kind of gives a little bit more airy feel. I have noticed there is no blind or anything on it, so maybe during a very bright low sun winter evening it might be blinding, but we do have good visibility all around. And you can see where your seatbelt's going to be hooked on. You do have a second seat and a little bit of storage behind the seats, so there's no boot in the car, so if you put your bag, your shopping, whatever in there, and there's a little bit of storage down here for a suitcase or something. We do have a digital display up front. Kind of tells you the charge. We've got about 42 miles of range. I think there's about 45 claimed miles of range fully charged. And yeah, it's pretty nice and simple in here. Because we've got the orange pack, we've got orange inserts here for your storage, so you can get little bits. You can put a cup holder, snacks, crisps, phone, whatever you want. We do have a blower vent up here, but if you push that button, and that will do mist your front window. We've got hazards. We also have a little bit of heat. We've got a little bit of area here you could put your phone, and we've also got a USB charging port as well, so you could charge your mobile while it's clipped into place. We've also got a little bit of Bluetooth here and a little cup holder. Again, you could put something else. So there's quite a lot of options for storage in here, since it's a small vehicle. There's nothing on the steering wheel, no airbag, no multifunction steering wheel, like no volume, no cruise control, etc. And there is actually no speakers in the car, and apart from that one vent up front, with no climate control either in the Ami. So one cool quirk is the fact you've got the horn on the left hand side there, which is quite loud. So it's not on the steering wheel, it's on the indicator stalk. We can put your indicators like so. And then I've got one wiper. Knee room is decent. A little bit snug when I sat beside somebody earlier on, but it is going to be ideal for short trips, maybe a second or third car around the city or a town. You do have, that's your pull to open the door, and you've got this pull to close it. Again, like the driver's side, a little bit of ventilation, lift that up, and you can lift it down. I'm 5'11", so I've got relatively decent headroom. Yeah, about 4 fingers worth. We do have little pop-out windows that lift up like so, and you've got the little mirror down here because there's no mirror in the centre here to look back. So you've got one at each side, quite small circular things, and then you just need to kind of manually look behind you. But luckily, being such a small car, you can see behind you quite easily. So for anybody curious in the construction of the Ami, we do have a metal frame, and then the plastic panels are around it, so they're in the exterior, and we've got a little bit of foam for sound kind of detonating there. I was curious myself before today, so anybody who's curious, there's your metal frame for the Ami. We've got key in the ignition. We've got 2 keys. We've got one key to lock the car from the exterior and one key to start the ignition. Gas and brake, or accelerator and brake, for a better description. And then down here is where your drive, neutral and reverse is. And you can see, put the foot in the brake, drive, neutral, reverse. Turn the car off, put in the brake, pull the key out, and we do have 2 keys, one to lock the car and one to start the car because there's no remote locking in the Ami. To get out the Ami, we're just going to pull this lever and we're going to gracefully exit. So to lock the Ami, we just put the key in the lock here, turn it to the right, and that locks the door. And that's the lock mechanism on the Ami. So out on the road, what's the Ami like? Well, at first it's very open. We've got quite a lot of greenhouse and glass, thanks to the kind of transparent roof. We've got good visibility all around. It is quite a tight cabin, so you can see the front and back of the car quite quickly. I did notice there is no kind of rear mounted mirror in the centre of the vehicle, so you just need to use the side mirrors when you're kind of moving in and out of traffic. Acceleration off the line isn't too bad. You get that full 8 horsepower to get you up to about 20 miles per hour quite quickly. Top speed is just about 28 miles per hour. You can get it about 29-30 miles per hour if you're going down a slight incline, and going uphill you might struggle and get to like 23-24 miles per hour. So when I was driving the Ami, it definitely turns heads. Quite a few passersby stopped and looked at the car. I think you'd probably get more looks in an Ami than you would in maybe a Ferrari driving around Edinburgh. It's definitely ideal for urban environments. Just keep in mind that it doesn't really go over 30 miles per hour, so you would hold up traffic when you're out and about. There isn't too much suspension, it's not pretty soft or anything like that. It does feel like a bit of an oversized go-kart more than a compact car. Overall, it's quite a quirky little vehicle. I do like the fact you can get different colour packages. In the interior you can get like blue, you can get it orange, you can even add in your own Bluetooth speaker if you do want music in the car. And handling wise, it's pretty sharp and direct considering this short wheelbase and the kind of fun nature of the vehicle. You're not going to take it out on any twisty country roads, however you are going to enjoy a kind of compact, direct feeling car around city streets. It doesn't have power steering, so you do need to get those biceps working. And the seating position is quite weird. With 2 people in the car, you've got the driver kind of a couple of inches
forward and the passenger kind of a couple of inches behind you, so you're not kind of shoulder to shoulder. It's an unusual seating position, and there is no boot in the vehicle, as I mentioned earlier on, so you are going to have your kind of luggage, your vegetables and your shopping at your passenger footwell if you're going to be carrying something like that. So right now in the market, there isn't really any other vehicles that compare to it. The Renault Twizy is no longer sold here in the UK, and the other kind of petrol combustion engine vehicles are a little bit larger. Even the Toyota Aygo has now became like a four-door crossover, and you can get things like the Renault Zoe, like is a little bit larger again, but there isn't really a small electric car for people, and this is definitely a step in the right direction again in terms of keeping a car that's well under a ton in weight, quite small compact dimensions, and ideal for around town, because if you're living, especially in somewhere like Edinburgh, you don't need a 2.5 ton, 3 ton massive SUV that's electric. You can happily scoot around in one of these. And I think something like a delivery service, a local delivery service, would benefit from one of these vehicles, because the 40 odd mile range you could just eat up while doing 2-3 mile deliveries and dropping off if it's hot food or whatever it may be. So there could be potential there for that. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching this video, and a special thanks to Citroen in Edinburgh for allowing me to film their Citroen Ami. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are interested in buying one of these Amis, check out the Citroen website online, or come over to Citroen here in Edinburgh and guys can help you spec it up online. Also special thanks to Andrew for arranging this. He's a product genius here, so if you're watching Andrew, thank you very much. And if you are thinking of coming, make sure you check out Andrew, very knowledgeable about the little Citroen. Ciao.